don't fucking care. I've been naked in front of everyone. Fondle me. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, Mika,
bicycles. Yeah.
I'm glad that you'll share a table with me.
I'm glad that you'll share a table with me, Ryan.
So we, backstory.
Yeah.
We did a little Destiny stream yesterday.
Also,
Fuck you, all right? Well, yes, backstory, we did a Destiny stream yesterday, and Ryan decided it was a great time to be an asshole to me.
look, I was in a dark place.
It's fine, I understand.
I woke up to a dead dog that morning. It was not a good morning.
No, it's not a good morning.
And it was the way it compounded with the fact that that night before I got home and I got Jeffed with the fucking Roomba.
Yeah, dog
What?
shit.
It means
Oh,
that's when a dog
Roomba
shits on the
plus
carpet and
dog
the
shit.
Roomba's like, I'll take care of it.
Oh,
Don't, I'll clean it up. It's like
No.
some sort of Rosie the Robot if she shit herself and smeared all over the
Pretty
walls.
much,
And the
yep.
Jetsons are like, Rosie, stop. She's like, I've got it.
On the upside, the carpet really took care of the problem within a couple feet, a couple dozen feet.
Ugh.
So it just kind of smeared it around there, and I think the Roomba gave up and died in the same room.
Uh-huh.
So it was really just mainly a Roomba cleaning experience.
Did you salvage the Roomba?
It's got no brushes in it, but I think I cleaned it. I think it'll still be functional once I put brushes back in.
Right.
Jeff's died
Well,
from the event.
Dog shit killed a Roomba.
It did. It did.
One
It
can
killed
hope.
It got in there. It got in there good.
That's disgusting.
I'm going to be honest. About half of me kind of wishes it would just go ahead and expire.
Is it like an older one?
Yeah,
Are you talking about the
yeah.
Roomba or another dog?
The Roomba.
Sorry.
No, I'm,
Okay.
I'm happy keeping the dogs I've got.
Yeah. Sorry for your loss.
Well, it's,
Hey,
it's
at least
cool.
he didn't-
It's here's the thing. The one bit of humor left in it was, and it's an odd place to derive it, but you didn't have to explain to a 5-year-old where the dog went. So my son's interpretation of what happened to the dog. My son watches a lot of. There's a show called Trucks, and I guess as trucks get older, they get rusty.
Okay.
So his interpretation was Quigley went away. He's gone to heaven. When dogs get older, they start to get rusty. And when they get rusty, you have to put them in the crusher machine to get all the rust off. See, this is where he diverged from the line that we had given him.
right.
He went off book a bit. And so you put him in the crusher.
Kind of chose his own adventure.
He really, he took a turn. Which, I sometimes I think that he lives in a more interesting world than I
Also,
live in.
if he's okay with that reality,
He's okay
the
with that
actual
reality.
Dog dying,
isn't
yeah.
that bad.
To him, no, it was fine. The crusher transported Eli into, or not Eli.
God,
whoa.
Transported Quigley into the next life. So
I'm surprised you're into work the next day.
it's his perspective on it. I think was better than ours.
This is also now, this is the same, your son had a similar revelation. He had a dream once where he didn't want to get sucked into the sky.
Yeah,
What?
Yes.
there was several. I don't know if it was a dream or what started it, but just one night he said, "I don't want to go into the sky, Daddy." That was his last thing he would say to me every
Your
night.
response was?
Don't worry about it. You'll be fine, buddy. It's okay. Well, you won't go in the sky.
Okay.
And that persisted. Don't know where that came from. Persisted for months. Last thing he would say every night. I don't want to go in the sky, Daddy. I want to stay down here. Like, okay. Don't worry about it, son. You'll be fine.
I swear, kids.
Stay away from the crusher.
And I was actually curious, I don't know how the thought just popped in my head, but I was curious what a pilot made, like what an average salary for like a commercial pilot was.
Don't mind us. Just keep it.
Yeah.
What do we
okay.
got? Trevor, I feel like I haven't seen you in such a long time.
It's been a while.
Handsome devil.
We're filming some cutaway stuff. All right,
Yeah.
you ready?
Yeah.
Is this good?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Don't
do it
hit
right
the logo.
There. Do it right there.
Should I try to keep it
Okay.
closer together?
Yeah.
Rolled
Get
a
a margin
9.
here.
That's pretty indicative of what we saw.
Okay.
Nice
The,
D20 you got there.
Are you shooting the
Put
title
your hand
sequence
here,
for your
put
show?
it here.
That's a D20. You can go over 10, Jeff. Well, 4.
Put your hand out
Dude,
a shot.
you suck.
Put it here. Put my hand there?
Fucking take
roll
forever,
into
guys.
frame.
No, please, take forever.
Do you know what's crazy about a
Not doing
D20?
anything. Oh, you hit him almost in the dick.
I tried. I tried my best. Is that a new Jeff shirt?
Still
No.
going.
No.
Oh,
All right, you ready?
Is
Is
it
it
the
derivative?
shirt?
Old
This
Jeff
is
shirt?
he got on Redbubble.
They're
Bubble.
still going. Whatever roll you
wanna-
need.
Wow,
Maybe-
you suck,
It
Jeff.
doesn't need to be a good roll.
Do you want to throw it on the table
Then
somewhere
what the
that
fuck?
isn't
Why are
in
you still
shadow?
doing it
Roll
then?
into here.
He's just trying
That's
to get the right
shadow.
shot.
No, I think he's waiting for you to get the right shot. He's fine. Now you just look like you put him down.
You're putting them all
Missed.
over the place.
Look, Trevor, it's so easy. You fucking do
Yeah,
it.
you
Have you ever
fucking do
rolled
it,
the
Trevor.
dice?
That's
Nobody
not
can even
We don't have a
see what we're doing.
camera shot of that,
So
but
they're-
Michael
they're-
missed by like a meter.
They're trying
Yeah.
to roll these dice in the frame, I guess.
I guess because they're still going.
Nope. God damn it.
Do you think
fucking dice are
people
supposed to be a
people would
one-shot
still
deal.
think it were Jeff if a
That might
black
be it.
hand rolled it?
True.
Also, you're still doing
Jeff.
it in the shadow of Michael's head.
Trevor doesn't care, apparently.
All right, whatever.
Man, if only you could do this later.
We can't though.
Yeah.
What,
Or
now,
a
what,
meeting
explain
table.
what this is, so people
Yeah.
have some concept of what you're doing.
It's a shot. It's the final shot we need for the trailer for Heroes and Halfwits, which
Is our
releasing
brand new D&D show.
Monday.
This
Coming-
isn't even the fucking table.
Coming June
No.
9th.
No.
The table's
The table's
literally
over
right
there.
over there.
We thought it'd be really funny to do it in the middle of the podcast.
Paying off
Okay.
big time.
And it took
Yeah.
about 50
you-
more shots than we expected.
Yeah.
Can
So
you do
go-
it on this side so that the,
Just get your hand-
the
yeah,
cameras
no.
can see?
No, they
No,
can't.
of course not, Ryan. That would be
Alright.
convenient.
But their backs look
So if
great.
you'd like to see more exciting action like this, tune into Heroes and Halfwits.
Yeah, it actually is very similar to this.
Only you.
Where
for
did those
me.
dice come
Fuck's
from?
sake.
The whole box of them.
Oh,
Come on, that was it.
that was
There you
fucking
go.
hard,
Yeah,
dude.
wow, hell of a roll.
Oh, we do that here. Give me that. Give me all.
That's
We'll do
fucking
one more
Jeff,
Oh my
98
God.
take wonder.
time. What do you think I don't do live action anymore?
And all right.
You
Perfect.
placed
All right.
those.
Man, you can hear.
Here, let me show you how the Heroes and Halfwits, the shot that I would definitely do for that.
Okay.
Got it.
Well, let me see this.
These are expensive, so don't lose them.
Well,
Don't lose
Don't
them.
flick them at my
he
dick.
uses the word expensive loosely.
Oh, I guess see where it is. And be like, oh, that's actually 2 good rolls. I was gonna switch it to something better, but I actually rolled. I should be on that fucking show. 12
Yeah,
and 18.
yeah, you
Come
should.
on,
there
get
you
the fuck
go.
out of here.
See, the problem is now
suck.
though they were done and you extended this.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
You're about to
Yeah.
leave.
All right.
It's good to see you guys.
Hey,
Yeah,
thanks
great.
a lot.
Hey, when are you
Appreciate
gonna make some black and green dice?
Got 'em.
We got them.
I just,
you
couldn't,
do?
I just couldn't find them for the shoot.
No, you used them.
I know, I can't
Oh,
find
for
them.
the- there's
I
So
looked
like
for them.
0
I
minutes of
looked for them.
pre-production, 20
Yeah.
minutes of production is what I'm seeing from that.
Listen, it's Rooster Teeth.
Thanks, guys. Good to see you.
Bye.
Months.
Good to see you.
it. My God, he rolls about that well in the actual show.
It's
Huh.
true.
For someone that's played D&D.
That's why he can't find those black and green dice. I think he burned them after the last
he spent
episode.
half an episode under a fucking tree or something. I'm not
Seems
quite
like a
sure what
fucking
the fuck he was
blast. That
doing.
set is
It's a hell of a
Seriously.
incredible.
Yeah.
You know, because the Rooster Teeth podcast set is coming any day now.
Ah, dude,
Fucking
and that's
day.
funny you mentioned that. So there's a new set.
No,
apparently?
we had a joke. The new thing is now we're just saying that was a joke and there's no new set.
Yeah.
So if a set ever shows up, we'll sit there and talk on it. But so far, not so good.
At this point, you were fooled by yourself.
Yeah.
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 You really thought it was gonna be there.
Here's my fucking mistake. I said to Gus, we should do something. And that's the last thing you should ever do to Gus, because if Gus ever like thinks you're trying to make him do something, then it's no way. He's not fucking
Oh, he
doing
digs
it.
in the
He-
heels.
Dude, he's so fucking stubborn. It's unbelievable.
Yeah?
He just thinks that he'll even if it's a great idea, he won't do it because you told him we should do
See, I
it.
feel like
Wow.
like he and Jeff are very similar in that manner, and Jeff has he's just gotten tired. You know, he doesn't have the fortitude to like maintain that, but Gus still does.
Mm-hmm.
He's a couple years younger, and I feel like he's still got a little bit of fight left in him to just be a stubborn piece of shit. He's good at it.
Well, plus Jeff's always gonna try to avoid being the authority figure. Like
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
'cause
Oh yeah, you know.
he's the anti-authority figure, so
Yeah.
it's kind of tough
Oh.
when it's like he's like gonna wrangle all you fuckers and try to tell you guys what to do. It's like I'm sure he must go home and be like, how did I end up here?
I mean, he'll do it in the middle of wrangling. Like, all right, do that. Nah, I don't fucking care. Who fucking cares? Fuck you. Do whatever. I don't fucking give a shit. Especially now. Now, forget about it. Now
Where's an
it's
adult?
Now it's like, hey, Jeff, we're gonna do it. I don't fucking know. Ask Lindsay. I don't
That
know.
is his go-to line
I don't
these
know.
days, isn't it? It's just like,
It's
I'm
like
not the
it's
boss.
like Jeff will
Lindsay
come
is.
in and he'll still dabble like old Jeff boss. Like, okay, here's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do this, this, and this. And I go, oh, that's cool. Should we do this though? I was thinking this would be good. Don't fucking tell me. Tell Lindsay. I'm like, okay. So now he has like the ultimate defense where he can still say things, but the second you direct it at him, he's like, fuck you, motherfucker. It's not my job. Don't talk to me about
That's my
this.
life. It's my life.
Don't talk to me about scheduling videos. That's not my job anymore. Here's what we're gonna film later today. He goes back and forth. He's a fucking shapeshifter now.
It's a transition.
Yeah,
It's tough.
it's transitional
It's tough to
phase.
make. How are you dealing with the transition?
To the ad read?
Yeah,
well,
I'm
like,
gonna transition
you're
to this
going-
ad read right now.
You can read the ad, but then afterwards I want to hear about like
Okay.
you going home with your boss every night.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
That's an awkward transition.
Yeah.
That's fine. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Audible.com. Audible.com is the
Yeah, it
leading,
is.
the leading provider of audiobooks with more than 200.
that a slur?
Here's
Block?
here's the thing. Like blocking, it's like. I mean, I think I've blocked like 2 people ever in the history of Twitter. Normally, I don't give a shit. It's just like, whatever. Like, I'll block someone if they pester me like every fucking single day forever, just so I constantly can't see it. I don't even really give a shit what they're saying.
Right.
It's just like if it's constantly in my feed. Like I've had like 2 people ever in
Once you get to
Twitter.
the point where you recognize somebody,
I
you're
just had to
Yeah.
just like,
You
oh
know
my
what they're
god,
gonna
just
say?
like I just block them.
Yeah.
Normally, if it's like out of the blue, some kind of comment like you suck or whatever the fuck it is, I don't give a shit. The real thing with Twitter is, and I'm pretty sure I don't, maybe 1 or 2 people, but like somebody like fucking Andy The real thing comes into not blocking people that are saying shit. It's muting the people that you follow. Yeah. That's huge. Once they introduced muting, which is
Muting
like
is
a thing
incredible.
where basically you follow someone and then you can hit mute, so they don't know that you don't see any of their tweets.
Are
Yup.
you saying
I love
can
muting.
Meg?
You can totally mute
Yup.
Meg. She'll know
Wow.
now
Yeah.
because
You
we
wanna
talked
talk
about
about
it.
it?
Well, it's the only
Trouble
person.
in Paradise?
It's the only person he
It's the
follows.
only person that pisses of the meeting.
It's the
Exactly.
equivalent of when you're at a party and you're talking with someone and the person's doing this the whole time, like looking for someone better to
Or
talk
there's just
to.
elevator music going
Yeah.
on, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah, or it's kind of like following that person is kind of like talking to the person who's like, oh man, dude, we gotta hang out sometime. Like, oh, for sure. And as I'm saying it, like, I'm never hanging out with you ever. I'm never gonna fucking call you ever in my life.
You do the thing while you're walking away. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
Hey, what's your Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah, just mail it to me. I'll follow you. Sure, for sure. I fucking see Adam Kovic, in Australia, RTX Australia. He's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, don't fucking talk to me.
Yeah, what is, come on.
Don't fucking talk to
I
me.
think LA
I fucking see you all the time.
Let's not do this.
Yeah.
Let's not do this.
Oh, let's hug. I'm
I
from
think
LA. Let's hug.
is like a weird vortex because LA is so huge. It has like what 300 registered cities in LA County or something like that.
Yeah.
It's something stupid like that.
It's like a concrete jungle.
Yeah,
That's
but
huge.
of all the places, I feel like no matter what I do, I always run into someone I either want to see or know. In LA, like no matter where I am, Sherman Oaks, Santa Monica, anywhere. Like that's how I met Gavin 3 years ago. He was like in a sushi place in my neighborhood.
Really?
And, yeah, it was like my dad and I were.
And he had
picking
no
out
idea who your dad was.
Yeah, probably. I
No,
don't
he
know.
didn't.
No, yeah, no, he
No,
didn't.
he
No,
didn't.
Meg was the one who knew.
Yeah.
So,
No, I grew up watching Red
Yeah.
Dwarf and that shit.
yeah, so like we
We were
were
watching Mr. Blobby.
It was
okay?
like Christmas time, and we went to go pick out.
Sorry,
a
by the way,
Christmas
if you're
tree.
from the UK and you grew up watching Red Dwarf, I'm sorry that you had to find out it's shit like that, but it's garbage.
apparently.
No, actually, I found out like because of Gavin that Red Dwarf has like a lot of very similar themes to Red vs. Blue, and he thought I had seen it before, and I had never seen it before. Anyway, interrupted your story.
No, it's fine. So we were picking out a Christmas tree like 3 years ago, and right before we went out to do it, I was like, Dad, have you heard of these people called slow-mo guys? And he's like, no, who the fuck are they? He says, it's cool British people that...
It's mutual.
Yeah. Who blow up things sometimes slow motion. So I showed him that video of Gavin and Dan blowing up a building with a grenade. And he was like, oh, they're so cool. That's awesome. Oh, they work with Rooster Teeth, that one company that you kind of like. And I was like, yeah, it's really cool.
Kind of like.
You kind of like.
Truth comes out.
And so we went.
They're
to-
okay.
We got a Christmas
They're okay,
tree,
Dad.
And then we
when you
went to sushi lunch afterwards in this little place in our neighborhood. And I turn around and go, Dad, that's Gavin Free. And he goes, no, fucking, he's British. He's not here. And I was like, no, Dad, I swear to God, it's Gavin Free right over there.
So you had just talked about him?
Literally 2 hours before we saw him and met
Nice.
him for the first time.
That's crazy.
It was
That's weird.
Really, that was the first time I've ever had like Rooster Teeth contact. I was like, Dad, that's fucking Gavin Free over there. So he went over and he introduced himself and he's like, I just watched your videos. You are so cool. And then we all like followed each other a few hours later, and that started this. And now I'm here.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Who was he with?
Meg.
Oh, he's with Meg.
Yeah.
It was a moment where, again, as I recall, immediately Gavin's like, huh, and Meg's like, you know who that was, right? And Gavin's
Yeah.
like, what?
Do you ever
She's a
go
hot
to
dog.
that place that's on?
It's a hot dog.
Yeah,
It's a hot dog.
up by Fry's. Listen, okay.
I'm not even
been
sure what
there?
you're referencing.
I'm gonna message you. You don't follow me on Twitter, so I will text you. But there's a place up on Metric that you should go. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Okay, I'm
They
down.
have, they have this thing
I'm gonna go
called.
pee-pee. You guys vamp.
They have this thing called Hot Chubbies, Michael.
Oh,
Excuse me?
Chubby? Wait, back. You turned him around.
What's up?
It's basically just like a little dome of dough and then cheese and meat on the inside. So it's so good.
Where is this?
Jack, I guarantee Jack knows about
I
this
bet
place.
Jack does. Jack
That was
knows all
actually
those
the first
places.
person who indoctrinated me on kolaches was Jack, of course. He's like, all right, here, let me give you the lowdown.
Is that your Jack voice?
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
Fucker's getting slim.
Dude.
Yeah.
It's upsetting. It's the end of an era. Like the fat fuck jokes, you know? I have confidence. He'll get back up there. You know, give him a couple of years. But right now,
Wow.
he looks great.
I knew it was gonna click at some point. I didn't know when it was gonna be.
Marriage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I assumed at some point was
You just went
Katie
the other
like,
way.
fucking fat. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm assuming she was just like, Jack was like, hey, honey, I'm home. And she went, "Bleh," and threw up. I'm guessing. But I mean, hey, great for him.
I just gotta talk to the cops. I had a thing one time where I went to South Padre for spring break when I was in college, and we would all stay like literally 12 people to a room. I mean, you just stack in there. And my buddy Utterback had a
What?
pillow.
Wait,
Todd.
wait.
Wait.
Utterback?
We called everybody their last names in college, so.
So his
Still an
actual
odd
name was
name.
Utterback.
Todd Utterback.
Oh.
That's
That's a
better. That's
horrible
better
name.
because
Yeah.
if it was a nickname, then I can only
Like, how
imagine
did
what
you
he looked
get
like
there?
with a shirt
What
off.
did it mean?
Right.
And people would just like they would play with it all the time. Like, one guy just called him Utter Nutter. Like, I don't know why.
Sure.
Oh,
But he had a pillow. I didn't have a fucking pillow. We were sleeping on the floor. I feel bad because I need to buy like first and last name here. And so we worked out the system where we'd lay like this, where I would have my head on the pillow facing this way.
Right.
His body would lay in the opposite
Right,
direction.
right.
So we'd share a pillow because then it's like not weird.
Yeah, that's
Right.
Yeah,
fine.
not at all.
And I woke up in the middle of the night, and I'm like, I get up, and I'm like, oh, I must have fucking drooled all over myself because I'm all wet.
No.
I'm all wet. I'm like,
No.
I'm really wet.
No.
I'm really wet. And I go in the bathroom, and I turn on the light, and I'm fucking covered. I look like Two-Face. I'm covered in blood. I'm like on this side of my body, like with like hard clots in my hair, and I'm like, what happened to me? I'm like, start yelling and screaming in the bathroom, and Utterback wakes up and he's like, oh, I got one of my nosebleeds. He fucking bled into this pillow and across my fucking face.
No.
It was a frightening amount of blood. I mean, I was screaming in the bathroom with everybody else up. And that probably wasn't the worst thing to happen that
Did
weekend.
you text Barbara? Did you take a picture?
And looking back now, it's like thinking about having someone else's blood on me.
Oh,
It's so skeevy, but at the time it didn't seem so bad. But then another one of our guys got up in the middle of the night, and somebody else watched him do it. He got up, he was super drunk. He got up, he went over to another guy's suitcase, opened it up, and just pissed in it. In the middle of the night.
Then he had to open up someone's suitcase.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, okay.
Totally normal thing to do. And so the other guy was like, for the rest of the trip, was like, had no clothes, was so fucking mad.
That's
But at least you get covered in blood. I think getting covered in blood's way fucking worse. I had a buddy in college that I would hate going to bars with because we go to like two-stepping clubs. It's Texas, so we go to country dancing clubs.
Jesus.
Because the guys wanted to dance with girls. And I had a buddy, let's come up with a name for him, Bruce. His name was Bruce. And
Bruce
was
Utterback.
Don't want to give full
What's his
first and last name.
No,
everyone?
not for this one. And I knew every time we'd go with this guy to a fucking club, to a dance club, he would get in a fight every single time because he would get super drunk. He was a big dude. He was pretty heavy, but he was also like 6'7". He was just a huge person, but he was also overweight, just a big dude. And first of all, guys would always want to fight him because he's the biggest guy around. That was the thing. But then he would do this other thing too, where he'd get super drunk. He'd go in the bathroom, and he would be pissing next to somebody, and he'd feel like, I guess he wanted to get into a fight. And he'd be sitting there pissing. Michael, you can attest to this. He'd lean over, and he'd look at the guy next to him and he'd go, hey, buddy. Nice cock. And it was just like, we'd be sitting there at the club, and all of a sudden Bruce would, the men's room door would open, and they just come out fucking they go into the first table, and they go down, it's like, Bruce must have told somebody they had a nice cock. So, and I think the last time I saw him, was like in the Crime Stoppers like page where
God.
like he had defrauded somebody or something like that for like a bad check or something. So
Yeah.
he was
Poor
like
Bruce.
a mugshot.
That's not girls.
No, that's a totally different scenario.
Yeah.
You can
And then
you're done.
And then you're done. That's
Yeah.
it.
You can't let women be getting together.
No.
This is what I've
They will
discovered.
team
They
up
become more
against you.
powerful. It's
In-
like Voltron.
Sober,
Yeah,
sober for the most part, they hate each other for no reason. Like you're a woman, I
Unreasonably,
fucking
yeah.
hate
Yeah.
you.
But when you're
then you
drunk-
get one drink and I'm like, ah, no!
And then they, like,
and
team-
it's like I love you, and my sole mission is to make sure no dick gets anywhere near you tonight.
Yep.
For no reason, and for no reason, you're gonna be like, yeah, protect me from dick, even though
Every
that's why I'm
girl-
probably out here for.
Every girl is like girl vigilante for every girl in the
weird.
bathroom. It's really weird. There's a weird transformation. It's like, I will protect you because you're my bonded sister. And that's all it is the rest of the night. And then every guy is fucked.
I like
So-
combining
so a
your two
girl-
perspectives here.
The girl friendship chart looks about the same as the BAC chart, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
It's
got
like
it.
the friendship goes up the drunker you get.
It's like also if you're a girl and you're going out and you know you're gonna get drunk, it's like to-do list. Like 1, make friends. 2, dick.
Usually it's
Lots
like
of dick.
It's like
Lots of
it's
dick.
like before you go out, it's like step 1, hate women.
Step
and then
2,
and then
best
it's like
friends.
step 2, drink. Step 3, love women.
And then step 4, get fucked. Just get fucked tonight. I don't know. It's like, yeah, okay, when I was a kid, I knew before I could speak, the red light meant quiet. because my mom brought me to sets a
Except
lot.
here, because
Except
Fuck, I wish my kids. Yeah.
It's weird. It's like 'cause my
Fucking
mom's
Gus
like-
was yelling at Yvonne during D&D because she was so goddamn loud. He
Wow.
said, if you're gonna be that loud, come on the goddamn set and roll a character.
Where was she?
She was over
Over
there.
there.
She was behind the set screaming
That's so
like for
funny.
15 minutes during the
Her
D&D
voice
thing.
carries it.
Gus was like, Yvonne, shut up! In the middle of D&D.
The animation department has a big chip on their shoulder too. I feel like when that red light goes on, the animation department goes, "We work hard too, motherfuckers!" You know, it's because they don't,
so
they don't ever
funny.
get the red light.
I
you
gotta
know?
admit,
Yeah.
you know, that was one of the times early on that I got annoyed at Rooster Teeth was, well, not at Rooster Teeth as a company, but when we
Go,
had the
air your
billion view
grievances.
video was in RV during the shoot.
Oh, yeah, it was in the studio on the
recording
green
of
screen.
RVB10, yeah. Well, and the green screen and all that stuff was in the middle of our mocap
Yep.
stage is where it got
Yeah.
shot.
Jesus.
And we were like dying trying to get through RVB10. It's like, you guys shut up, stop working so
right.
loud while we're doing this video.
Stop
Like,
clicking.
Brian, you're fucking
comes out tomorrow.
sweating,
Yeah.
man.
Well, you know.
Fucking spit
That's
sweat.
what it is.
Jeez.
You know, red light means quiet.
Christ.
That's I don't know, but like you said, Bernie, it's a
good?
weird experience. I don't find it any different than other people.
Oh,
That's
you know?
what it's. I want to find. It's back in my home in LA. I want to find the shirt. I went to the Comic-Con in like 2007, 6 or something. I have you and Gus's signature on a. It's not pink, or it's not pink. It's lightish red shirt, like old school. It had like a red band around it. It was like super old shirt, and I find it funny that back in the day, that's all I knew about Rooster Teeth was RVB.
We couldn't
Like,
even get
as
a
kid-
panel at Comic-Con back
Yeah,
then.
no, it was
Yeah.
old school.
We were denied every year for a panel, and then like.
And now it's like people ask you for panels.
Our strategy was we would like have our 10x10 booth, and we would like choke the hallways with people, like with the line waiting to see us, so they would move us to a better booth because we were like, in the corner of Comic-Con. So
Jesus.
Annoy your way to the top.
that's the way to do it,
That's
man.
the way the Rooster Teeth does it. Annoy the way
Kill their
top.
traffic flow, then they notice you.
Are you doing a panel this year?
I
know
don't
that's
go to
classified.
Comic-Con anymore. I don't go to
Are we
Comic-Con.
setting a new
Ryan?
record?
What? Oh yeah, new record actually, longest
Yeah.
episode.
Wow,
Oh,
240?
shit. Just kidding.
Hey, so let's show that theater mode trailer,
Let's do it.
right? It's a new episode today. There's a trailer or a promo or something.
I want to acknowledge.
I just want to
killing.
say, like, when you show this, this has nothing to do with Black lives or white lives.
No.
It's just about turkeys
The turkey
and
is an
puppets.
equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity.
And
Murdering turkey.
it's actually not that equal. It's mostly puppets and less
Okay.
humans. And
Wait, what?
it's fucking terrible.
Yes,
The movie, as far as like equal
Is it all
opportunity.
puppets?
Did you not see it?
Well, no.
It's not great, man.
Michael looks like a broken
It's
man.
this movie's something else. So if you want to
they gonna play
roll
it,
whatever
or
the
what?
fuck it is that we have, roll.
Feel
that.
free whenever you guys want to.
Yeah, they got it. Just fucking kill someone! That's the only thing people liked about the first one!
So I have a job where I genuinely enjoy going to work every day.
Yeah.
Today was a day. As I said, I woke up before. I laid in bed, and every hour it got closer to this moment, I dread it.
My day was great before this. It was just great.
Yeah.
And then
She called it a boomerang.
you hit me with it. You hit me with it real hard.
I don't.
You and Jack yawned at the exact same time.
Like the clothes, man.
Oh,
I'm in pain just
No,
watching that.
That's like the whole fucking movie.
it's
It's
bad wigs and puppets.
Brutal.
How do you guys do it? How do you?
Oh,
Like
that one. Whew.
I remember you guys
So
coming off that
tough.
one going like that. That was the worst.
It was, I don't remember most of it. I started, we have some drinking games in theater mode. I just started drinking in that one.
You
Just
just
started
wait for the, yeah.
Numb the pain
well,
right
because
off
there's
the bat.
nothing.
Yeah.
There's like nothing, there's no nudity. I mean,
Oh yes, no. We picked the ones that are legitimately trying to have a message. And
Ryan, you're the Britney in this
How long has
metaphor.
this gone over? Because I've had to pee for like.
I mean, there's no
45
such thing
minutes.
as
you could just
over.
leave.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
It's not over till it's over.
So that'll be this week's episode.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
You know, we talked about a lot of issues here.
So now that Mika's
Guys,
gone, can we talk about black people?
Did you know? did you know?
the finger.
Did you know she was black?
No clue.
Dude, I'll be honest. Right over my head. I was like, what is she talking about?
Just totally missed it
And
this
she
entire
was
time.
like, when,
She's also a girl.
yeah, dude. She mentioned breasts, and I was like,
I
what?
I want to know like what's the thing that Ryan has with this Diet Coke?
This is
he
a different
fucking
one.
destroyed it.
He's
Look
totally
at it.
like torn it apart.
So it's just, I have to
Check that,
you know,
you son of a
something to-
bitch.
I did it pretty quietly too until that.
Well, kind of quietly.
part. Yeah, but, you know.
Hey, This was great. Hey, thanks for being on, Bernie.
Yeah, I'm
You had a
so
lot to
happy.
say this time.
I'm so happy.
Usually
that
you're
had
like,
it
you
off
come, you
topic.
give me, you didn't pay me anything this time, but you were on the show at
He
least.
paid you in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
If you
I
wanna-
don't
if you
usually don't come in and roll dice for fucking 30
wanna,
minutes. But
you don't. You're a lot smoother
With
than that.
Trevor.
If you wanna, tip the host,
I don't have my
be like,
wallet.
oh,
I literally don't have my wallet. I checked earlier to see. Here,
Great.
you can have my dopey car fob.
oh yeah.
He's giving you his
dumbest thing
car.
Oh yeah.
So stupid. So dumb.
Tune in next week, or I'll drive on into your homes, 12 p.m. Central. Somebody else will be there. I don't know, it'll be some other people with me, whoever shows up. I think we have employees
It's sounding
next
less
week.
like a podcast and more like a home invasion.
You know.